Good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Sports 2001 here on the FTP Sports Network. I'm Jim the Legend Sainsbury, and boy, we've got a good one coming up at you here this evening. Both teams are 9-1. However, in the MAC, the Muskies hold a one-game lead over the PV Spartan. Twin Towers CJ Barkema for the Muskies and Eric Heil for PV should prove to be a great matchup. We're about ready to go for the tip-off of tonight's game. Sit back and enjoy this one. I think it's going to be a good one. Both coaches feeling that a little bit nervous on both sides with the beginning of the game. We'll see what happens. Ball's up and we're underway. Kind of a double hit. It'll go to the Muskies with Kyle Murray, number 11, bringing it over the timeline as the Spartans go into a man-to-man defense. And to work around the perimeter, try to get it inside to the big guy, Barkema, and good with the first 2 points of the game. CJ Barkema, 6'8", senior center, and he'll be going to Iowa on a football scholarship, I was told. So he picks up the first two of the evening as the Spartans come down and work their ball on. Can they come up and match as it gets over to the corner? And they'll try to get it inside, but it's picked off there by Ferreira. And here comes the Muskies. Well, Kyle Murray, the 5'9" guard, works around. He's their point guard. And he'll look for the opening, try to get it into the big guy, but he's out on the perimeter. And so far, but once he gets down low, they're going to have to stay right on him, and that's going to be Mike Clark's responsibility here this evening to try to keep him out of that low post. And they're working hard and heavy down in there. Hope we're picking it up on camera because they're banging already. Barkema had the ball, gives it back outside. You see nothing open. Great defensive play there as the crowd appreciates it. Stefanik with a good defensive play there. Well, the Muskies still working around and still on the perimeter as it goes out to Murray again. Murray working on, and it's a steal by Josh Doyle. He's all alone, and it should be, oh, it's blocked. A beautiful block by Shapfeld. Alex Shapfeld, 23. Back on the other side, 2 points go for the Muskies. So just that quickly, the Muskies up by 4-0 over the PV Spartans. Well, we've said it'd be electrifying here, and it certainly is already at the 6:04 mark with the Muskies leading at 6-0. Still early as they get it inside low. Up and no good. Back up again, and the first 2 points for the Spartans. But quickly, here comes the Muskies. A three-point try is missed, and it'll be taken over by one of the PV players, and down court they come. And 2 more points go up. We're all tied up. Oh, check that. It was blocked away. And here come the Muskies once again. Well, right now, I think there's a little bit more nerves on the PV side than it has been on the Muskies. They have had a great season already. Only one loss. That was out of conference. And so they hold the MAC conference lead by 1 game. And there's a 2-point try put up and in by Kyle Murray. And down come PV and up for 2, so it's going to be fast and furious here. Faster than you can even put up with. There's 6-4 right now as Barkema up with a shot, about 12-footer. He misses that. It comes down to Josh Doyle. Gets it out to Stefanik. Back out high to Heil, and no good there. But there's a call underneath, a push, and it's going to be a foul on one of the Spartans. Stefanik with his first foul. And almost picked off there, but not quite. Couldn't bring it down. Was Heil. As a 3-point try on its way, and it's good by Ben Barkema, the 6'3" sophomore. So Barkema with his first 2. Stefanik over the timeline, gives it off to Boyle. Doyle gives it back over. And no good there. And again, Oh, nice inside scoop play and a score by Nick Ferreira. And PV all of a sudden, or check that, the Muskies up 11-4, and we got ourselves a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Well, I'm sure Coach Dua had some words to give to his players just to settle down. I think the nerves are a little bit more here with the Spartans than it has been with the Muskies. And that'll end the old nerves. And Josh Doyle with a 3. Well, could have gone either way, but they're going to call it a touch foul, it looks like, on Stefanik, and his second foul of this first quarter. 3:38 left in this one, 11-7 in favor of the Muscatine Muskies. They are in the blue and gold with white lettering, and the Spartans are in their blue and gray with blue numbers as they get the ball in to Barkema. Barkema back over to Murray. Well, Doyle and Murray certainly are going at it already here early in this game. And the two spark plugs for this team having to work extra hard. Comes back over to Murray as he looks inside, tries to get Barkema, doesn't see him. And he'll pass it around. They'll try it all over again. Trying on the inside was Ferreira. Almost lost the ball there, but gets it back outside. They give it over to Barkema for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Doyle, and he'll bring it down court. And they will set up the play. As they work it around the perimeter, and Doyle's all by himself, tries a 3, no good. Brought down there by Ben Barkema. And here come the Muskies. As they get it into Barkema, about an 8-footer, that's no good. It's brought down there by Heil. And back come the Spartans. Doyle looks around, calls a play, and they get it inside to Heil. Heil with his second shot. He gets his own rebound, but tipped away. Brought down, and here comes Murray. But he decides better of it, and he'll work it around down to the corner. Back out to Murray it comes. He tries to work on Doyle, but Doyle's really quick on the inside. Looks to the inside, can't see anything. And he walks with the ball. Back over comes to the Spartans. Turnover for the Muskies. Well, the Muskies coach Ted Youngbauer, along with assistant coaches Spencer Lloyd, Hank Murray, and Connie Wilkie. As Josh Doyle brings it over the timeline. The Muskies are in a 2-3 zone right now. And that tries to prevent the big guy from getting inside. And Heil tries a scoop shot. That's no good. Down on the floor with Barkema. He gets right back up, though, however. And no foul was called as they work it to the inside. And young Barkema, it's blocked there by Heil. And that was no good by Barkema. So here comes the Spartans. And you can hear their crowds yelling airball. I think this is going to be a wild one. It certainly is. That's rebounded there by C.J. Barkema, the 6'8 senior center. Murray brings it over the timeline as he looks around for some help. And almost picked off there, but not quite, by Anthony. And a drive by Ferreira, and he is fouled on the way in. So going to the line, well, I guess no, it's not going to be a shooting foul. They'll take it out on the baseline. Going out for a breather is Eric Heil, and coming in for him is going to be, well, I didn't find out who it was. It looks like it's going to be Seth Hamilton. So Murray works it around again at the top, gets it inside to Barker. Barker with a high arcing shot. That's no good. Brought down there by Mike Clark. Quickly down court it comes, inside, up and blocked. Tom Anthony's shot was blocked by a couple of Muskies, and it gets quickly to Murray. He gets it over the timer down at the, and a shot up and no good, but it's going to be called a foul. And it looks like that's going to go on Mike Clark. So going to the line is going to be Nick Ferreira. the 6'3" senior forward. So Nick Ferreira, his first foul, I think, of the evening for either team, and the first one is good. Four fouls already for Pleasant Valley, 0 for the Muskies with 38 seconds left here in the first period. So foul advantage going to the Muskies, as the Spartans have got themselves in a little bit of trouble early in this contest. Under 30 seconds now in this first quarter. Still 13-7 in favor of the Muskies, as inside was Hamilton. His shot's no good. They've got a big scrum on the floor, and up comes with it. But C.J. Barkerman gives it out to Murray, and they'll probably set up for the last shot with 11 seconds left. Oh, and they throw the ball away. Not looking for it was Jake Hartstock, as he got into the game for the first time, didn't catch it, so my apologies go out to him, but the ball is no good. 8 seconds left, and Doyle brings it over the timeline. He has to be watching the clock. He'll set up for a try of three, and he's got to get up in a hurry. Here comes a three-spurt shot, no good, and so that'll do it. First quarter is in the books with the Muscatine Muskies leading at 13-7 over the Pleasant Valley Spartans, and we'll be back. Well, as we get set to start the second period with the Spartans down by 6 here, and I'm sure the coach Dua is targeting them. Inside pass to Seth Hamilton, and Hamilton picks up 2. And that's going to be an over in the back, so it's going to go over to, as you can tell, we're probably over on the Muskies side, and they didn't like that one at all, but it certainly looked like to me that ball did go over back as the young man had his foot over that line. And now we got a whistle inside. And apparently, I'm not exactly sure. Well, I guess we're going to have a substitute. Oh, apparently one of the players got cut, so can't have any of that good stuff out on the floor, and they'll have a substitute come in, and he'll be back in a moment. Coming in is going to be Andrew Kroos, as Doyle almost had it picked off, but he'll try about a 12-footer, and that's good. Score now, all of a sudden, 13-11, as the Spartans have fought back here early in this second period. 7:13 left in the first half. And at the first couple of minutes, it was all Muskies. Now starting to turn the tides a little bit are the Spartans. It gets inside, but no good by Cross. And here comes the Spartans. Doyle back out to Heil. He'll try it from about a 12-footer. No good there. Brought down by C.J. Barkema. Murray brings it over the timeline as they'll set up. Spartans still in the man-to-man. They prefer that because they got the big guys inside, and that was picked off. Actually should have been a walk. It wasn't called, and now we got a whistle down low. And it looks like Mike Clark is going to be called for the foul. His second foul. And going to the line is going to be Jason Boucher, a 6'3" guard. As we got a couple more substitution going out is Koss. And coming back in is Ben Barkema. And the second one is good. So 14-11, 3-point lead for the Muskies. As the Spartans work it around again, get it into Heil. He's up at the top of the post, gets it out to the corner to Doyle. Doyle back out to Clark. Clark makes a nice fake move, and he's hacked from behind. And he will go to the line, shooting two as he's clipped there by Jason Boucher. So Seth Hamilton goes to the line. I call it Mike Clark. My apologies. Go to Seth. The 6'5" senior forward. And he can bring this down to within 1 point if he makes both of them. First one's on its way. It is good. So Seth Hamilton with his first free throw of the evening. And he'll shoot this other one, and it could also be a 14-13 game. 6:13 left as the second one's on the way. That one's good as well. So now both teams, I think, have settled down, and the game is on. As Murray looks to the low post, doesn't see anybody open, and you'll hand it off. They work the ball around. As the Spartans remain in that tough man-to-man defense, get into C.J. Barkema. He gets it back out to Schapfeld, and then back out to the post. It comes to Murray. Murray drives the baseline with a scoop throw, but no good. He was a little bit too far underneath, and guess who comes up with it? Josh Doyle, the sophomore guard. As they get it inside to Heil. Heil back out to Doyle. Doyle over to Stefanik, and it'll be come over to, well, good shot and try by Anthony. But it's no good, but the Spartans recover it. And Doyle have the ball. He'll set up the play once again. You get into him, now into Heil. And down low, the big number 52, Seth Hamilton. And you'll get two more, and we got the first lead of the game for the Spartans. As they take it 15-14 now over the Muskies, as they've gone really cold here in the past couple of minutes. And just that quick with two, the big guy, C.J. Barkema, comes right back to take a 1 point lead. Well, now it's picking up Tom Anthony with his first two. So back and forth is coming now, and timeout called by Terry Youngbauer, the Muskies coach, and we'll take a timeout as well. 4:47 left in the first half. We're back. 4:47 left in the first half, and we're going to have a foul call, it looks like, on Josh Doyle, as he might just have clipped Ben Barkema a little bit. So back out of bounds, it'll go for the try there. Sheffield will try to inbound it, number 23, and gets it into Murray. Murray over the timeline, and now they'll start up their play. Still, the Spartans are in the man-to-man. I think that's what they're going to stay in here this evening. As the big guys are going at it, gets into C.J. Barkema, but he is triple teamed. And back out, beautiful play there as Sheffield with a three. (19-17) in favor of the Muskies. Back and forth we've been going now for the past couple of minutes. They get it inside, but back out to Doyle. Doyle will try a three, and it's, just in and out, but rebounded down low and put back up by Eric Heil. So all tied up at 19 with 3:53 left in this one. It gets inside move by C.J. Barkema, and he puts up an easy 2. Got in behind Heil, and it was an easy bucket for him. So Hamilton way out on the post to get it into Heil as the two big guys work on each other. That comes back out to Anthony. And Barkema tries to get inside, but he's going to foul. And it looks like Heil might have landed on Barkema's head, and CJ getting up. I think he's going to be fine, but I'm sure that hurts the old head a little bit. But going to the line, well, check that. Just a guarding foul, so it's going to be taken out of bounds by Anthony. Well, so far the big guys are producing exactly what everybody anticipated. They've had a war inside. However, Barkema has been covering, and it's going to be a jump ball there as Murray got his hands on the ball as Anthony went up for it. And, well, it could have gone either way there, but going to go out to the Muskies. 21-19 in favor of the Muskies with 3:23 left here in this first half. And that's going to be picked off as, well, we got an injury back on the other side, and normally they don't call them on, but this one was Ben Barkema. Looks like he might have got an elbow to the head, and maybe to the old schnoz it could be, and they call a timeout, so he will take an injury timeout as well. Well, it looks like Ben Barkema is okay, and he'll remain in the game. So here we go again as the two big guys are really leaning on each other. Kind of fun to watch them down low. As the Spartans work it around, give it outside to Hamilton, but he decides not to do it. Stefanik gets it inside to Anthony. Anthony with about an 8-footer, and it's good. As Tom Anthony gets his second of the evening. As here come back the Muskies all tied up again with 2:41 left in this first half. And it's been everything I think that everybody has anticipated between these two teams. The 6th ranked Muskies and the 8th ranked Spartans. As they try to get in, Barkema, he cross-court passes, but that doesn't work. Back out to Murray. He gets it inside, and that's no good. But rebounded there by Barkema. Nice feed there, and it's good by Ferreira. Nick Ferreira, 6'3" forward, gets another 2 points. So they take the lead by 2 as time is winding down here in this first half. 1:59 left. As Doyle tries about a 15-footer, and that one's good. So back and forth we go, and who knows how this one's going to end up, but I do know this. It's been well played, and it's going to be a great second half. That one's blocked by Anthony, and he's got the ball. Is he going to try a charge inside, and he'll have up for an easy 2 by Tom Anthony. Gets the steal. Oh, boy, what a great play by that young man. So the Spartans now up by 2 as time is winding down. But still plenty of time left here in this first half for all kinds of things yet to happen. And it's going to be a push foul on Seth Hamilton as he is trying to prevent C.J. Barkema from getting inside. And they are into the 1-and-1, it looks like, as they have had 7 fouls to 2. And so C.J. Barkema will go to the line. First look at this young man, 6'8", senior, 230 pounds. He will be going to Iowa on a football scholarship for a tight end. And he makes the first one, a 2. So he'll try for his second one. Always good to keep the in-state kids in the in-state colleges. And his second one underway. He sure has a nice shot. And so even once again with 1:09 left, here as they work it around. Doyle thought about a three. He'll drive inside of the land of the Giants, sends it off inside, and he'll be hammered down there, and that is Mike Clark, as he had about 15 paws all over him, and they call it. It'll be a foul on Alex Sheffield. His first foul. And only 3 fouls in this entire first half for the Muskies, so they've played extremely well while still being right in this ball game. Well, we're all tied up. Can't it get any better than that at 25? 45 seconds left in this one. As Heil will try about a 23-footer. That would have been a three. It would have been scored as good, but no good. And here comes back the Muskies. And are they going to set up for the last play? As Murray calls play number 1. Let's see what, almost a steal by Hamilton, or by Anthony. And no good, and gets back over to Murray. Ferreira with the ball now. He gives it over to Barkema. That's Ben Barkema. And he looks inside for his big brother. They double team him, but it's picked off there by Heil. And time is running down, over 7 seconds left. Josh Doyle's got to be aware of the clock, and he'll try it. He drives inside, it's blocked away by Barkema as the buzzer sounds. So just you couldn't ask for anything better than this. The score at halftime, the Muscatine Muskies 25 and the Pleasant Valley Spartans 25. We'll be back after this. Well, as we get set to go for the second half, top scorers in that first half for the Muskies is Nick Ferreira with 8, along with C.J. Barkema also with 8. Tops for the Spartans, Tom Anthony with 8, and Josh Doyle with 7 as we're underway here in the second half. Coach Dallas Dua, I'm sure, along with Brant Clausen, talked to his squad, try to loosen up this defense a little bit for the Muskies. And first shot's on the way, it's missed by Anthony, and here come the Muskies as they switch sides, try to get it inside, and that's blocked away by Heil. Nice defensive play there. Trainer is Amy Labarge for the Spartan. Managers William Treasure and Matt Kaufman, and video is Worth Treasure. We want to make sure we get all those important people in there, as well as these youngsters out here really going at it. There was a lot of beating and banging in that first half. As C.J. Barkema saw nothing down low, he screams it back outside to his brother, Ben, and they'll try it all over again. Well, still a lot of beating and banging down low as Clark and Barkema are really going at it. Now they've settled down just a little bit as they play the top of the key game here, as Murray gets inside to Ben Barkema. He misses it, but gets his own rebound, back up and in. First 2 points of the second half go to Ben Barkema. And picked off by the Muskies, and then stolen there by the Spartans. And here comes Heil with a slabba jabba. Oh yeah, and that gets a crowd exploding here at Pleasant Valley Gymnasium. Beautiful play there. I'll tell you what, that was a fun one. 2 steals in a matter of about 10 seconds, and then down at the other end, it's a block shot by Heil. As Murray went in the land of the Giants, and says Eric Heil, don't even think about coming down here. That'll remain in Muskie's hands. And that one almost picked off there by Doyle as he almost got up his eye as C.J. Barkema. That's kind of a mismatch, 6'8" versus 5'11". Now it looks like they settled down a little bit, and for the first time in the second half, the Spartans are in a zone defense, but a foul is called. And it's been kind of one-sided here. 7 fouls in that first half for the Spartans versus 3 for the Muskies, and they'll pick up the first foul of the second half. Going out for a breather is Mike Clark, and coming in for him is Seth Hamilton. As they have a little trouble getting it inside, and they're gonna, well, was it tipped away? No, it wasn't. And a turnover by the Muskies. It'll go over to the Spartans. Taking it out will be Tom Anthony, gives it over to Doyle. And Doyle slowly works his way up to the timeline. He'll be picked up there by Murray. They get it over to Stefanik, back over to Doyle. Stefanik thought about a 3. Doyle thought about 3. He'll come inside, and that's poke checked away there, I guess. I guess you'd say that by Sheffield. On his way, Barkema for a 3. That's no good. Recovered by Ben Barkema. He's up from about 8 foot, and that's in where they'll take a 2-point lead, 29-27. So Ben Barkema picks up his first 2 of the second half as they get it over to Stefanik, back to Doyle, over to Anthony, inside to Hamilton as Doyle tries a shot. He'll get a 3. So score 30-29 in favor of the Spartans. And, well, I don't know about that one. I think that was all ball there as Eric Heil went up and blocked the shot, but they're going to call him for a foul, and going to the line is going to be Nick Ferreira. But I have to disagree with the officials on that one. Normally I don't, but in this case it looked like that was just entirely all ball. But suffice to say, on the line is Nick Ferreira, the 6'3" forward senior. First one is good. So he ties up the game at 30 apiece at 5:20 here remaining in the third period. Almost 3 minutes in this one. It's been fast and furious already, and the second one's good as well. And so they have a 1-point bulge, and that's about as big as it gets. They had 11-4 start, and after that the Spartans have come back and been, well, either tied or a 1-point or 2-point lead after that. And they're I think the home crowds get just a tad bit upset at some of the calls that are being called, and a foul of one of the Spartans. And that might have been a blocking foul there, it looks like, on Anthony, and it'll remain in Muskie's hands. As the officials are starting to hear the disapproval by the hometown Spartans. As comes into Murray, he gives it over to C.J. Barkema, back to Ben Barkema, over to Murray, and back to Ben Barkema. Well, they're playing the passing game right now. And Sheffield with the ball, but he comes back out to Murray. They almost thought about getting inside of Barkema, now they do, and inside, nice cut move there by Ferrara, and he picks up his first 2 of the second half. He has 10 points in this one. Now it goes over to Anthony. He tries to get it inside to Heil, and they're scrumming for it on the floor. They get it down on the floor, and it's last touch down there by one of the Muskies. It will remain in the hands of the Spartans. As both teams are extremely well coached, and hats off go both to Coach Dua and Coach Youngbauer, as they've been just very physical, but very, very well played. Doyle it inbound it, looks to the inside, gets it into Heil, and an easy 2. So now down only by 1 at the 4:11 mark here of the third period. We have 4 minutes in here, and it's been fast. Ben Barkema with a 3, no good. Rebounded down there by Stefanik. Stefanik to Doyle. Doyle bring it around down, thought about driving and thought better of it. Gets it back out to Stefanik. He rims it around to Hamilton, and he gets it over to Anthony. Back to Doyle to Anthony as they come out to Heil at the post, and now they'll work it around again, looking for that open shot, and they've been hard to come by. Both teams very, very good on defense. They get it inside, and it's going to be picked off down there by C.J. Barkema as the ball got loose out of the hands of Seth Hamilton. And some of the fans thought that maybe that was a foul, but I think that Seth would probably agree that he just lost the ball. And C.J. Barkema just happened to be there as they work it around. Murray looking for an opening, and he's going to find his man on its way, but no good by Chatfield. And we got a traveling foul called on the Muskies. It'll go over to the Spartans. Seth Hamilton will inbound it to Doyle, and he'll bring it over the timeline. At the 3-minute mark now of the third period. Picked off there by Murray, and he'll stop and wait for his friends to come back over. Ben Barkema with a 3, and it's good. So Ben Barkema with a very pretty looking 3, and they extend their lead now 36-32. 4-point lead. It's as big as it's been here in the second half. And now it's up to the Spartans to come back and show they can do the same thing. They work it around, give it over to Anthony. He gets it back out to Stefanik. Stefanik gets it inside to Heil. Heil is hammered down there, and it'll be called down low. It looks like it's going to go against Murray, number 11. And the reason they're whistling and hollering so loud, it's the first foul that the officials have called against the Muskies here in the second half. And the crowd's very appreciative of that. Going to the line will be Eric Heil, 6'8", senior center. First one is good. As taking a breather will be Mike Stefanik. Coming in for him will be Eric Hahn, 6-foot junior. And the second one is in and out. So Murray brings it over the timeline. Now they'll start working it. Inside to Barkema, up, and no good. Foul on Heil. And so going to the line will be Barkema. That's his second foul. So the 6'8" senior goes to the line. First one is good. As the second one's on its way, and that one's good as well. Boy, when he first threw it up there, I didn't think it was going to have enough to get there, but it did. He now has 12 points. 38-33 in favor of the Muskies with 2 minutes left here in the third period. Doyle with a nice spin move, gets it down inside deep, but not able to handle it was Mike Clark. And back over to go to the Muskies. And now the press is on for the first time of the game, and easily broken by the Muskies to get it over the timeline, down back over to Murray. He gets it inside, down low, but it's blocked down there. And that was Koss, and he comes back and he'll foul big number 52, Seth Hamilton. And they're yelling, "You got swatted." That's kind of a fun one. Never heard that one before. So Here comes Doyle over the timeline as the Spartans work it again. And up and good by Seth Hamilton. He's hammered on the way up. Points will count. And C.J. Barkema with a foul. His second of the evening. So Seth Hamilton, 6'5" senior forward with his bonus shot, and that one is good. Seth Hamilton now has 9 points. As Barkema tries a three, that's no good, and off the legs is going to go. Tough break there for Mike Clark, as he couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, but heads up play by Murray. Taking it out of bounds will be Hartstock, and he loops it way out past center court to Murray, and he'll bring it back over the timeline, and there's no problem with that on an inbound play. So Murray, now they start to slow it down a little bit, becoming very patient here in the third period. That might have been a call from Coach Youngbauer, as they want this game to slow down a little bit, and they're working for that wide open shot right now and in the corner, but they're really hounding it. The three shot coming, no good. Rebounded, however, down low, and now the scrum is on. It's going to be picked up by the Spartans, number 52, Seth Hamilton. Quickly over the timeline come the Spartans. Almost losing the ball was Anthony, but he'll retain it. Now they'll slow it down over to Doyle, and he'll look for an opening play. 26 seconds left in the third period, with the Spartans down 38-36, only 2. On the inside, he's going to be hammered. Going to the line is going to be Mike Clark. It looked like Sheffield might have got his hand on the arm of Mike Clark. And so going to the line is 6'5", senior center. Oh, it wasn't a shooting foul, my mistake. I thought he was going up with the shot. Apparently they didn't think he was, so it'll just be taken out of bounds by Doyle. Well, picked off there again. I tell you, really quick hands is Ferreira, and he misses the bunny. And coming down would hang onto the ball, and nice rebound by Hamilton. From the corner, nice shot by Tom Anthony, a 3. And the Spartans take the lead at the buzzer. The end of the third period, the score, Pleasant Valley Spartans 39, the Muscatine Muskies 38. We'll be back with the start of the most exciting fourth period. Well, as we said, hang on to your hats for the start. 8 minutes left in this one. And what a game it has been, back and forth between these two highly ranked teams in the state, and that's the very reason why, as the Muskies get the final inbounds of the final period. Murray with the ball, and they are down by 1 point as we get started here in the fourth period. So we're going to try to get inside to, oh, and a beautiful give and go, Nick Ferreira from Murray. And what a play that was, and fouled in the process. So going to the line will be Nick Ferreira. A chance to give him a 2-point bulge. Nick Ferreira, the 6'3" senior forward, and he's had a whale of an evening as he misses the bonus. So it remains 40-39 in favor of the Muskies now as Doyle brings it over the timeline. They will work it around as it's all for the money right now. Neither team really wants another loss, especially in conference. And down the floor it goes. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to remain in the hands of the Spartans as the arrow points to the Spartans. And good call there by the officials. But anytime they go down on the floor like that, I think that's always a good call to call it a jump ball, because you could be calling fouls all day long otherwise. So Doyle inbounded, looks for an inside play, doesn't see anything, and he'll probably fire it way out, and he does. But back to Doyle, and he thought maybe he had a 3-point try inside there. As inside it comes with about an 8-point shot, or 8-footer, is Mike Clark. So now Spartans lead at 41-40 over the Muskies as Murray brings it over the timeline. He gives it over Ferrara. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul call, that looks like, on Anthony. Well, that's a hustle foul. There's nothing wrong with those. That's his second foul of the evening. And Murray now settle everybody down, brings it over the timeline. He hooked up there by Doyle as they work it around. Sheffield gets it inside to Ben Barkema. Back to Murray with a 3. That's no good, but he'll rebound his own shot and try it again. Oh, everybody left him free from the baseline, but he misses that one too. It's rebounded there by Heil. Down court comes to Anthony. Is he going to go up against the big guy? Yes, and Anthony will take 2. Anthony having a whale of a game here this evening. That's his 16th point of the contest. Well, I think this might be the biggest lead that the Spartans have had in this entire game, and that happens to be 3 points, folks. So this has been one whale of a matchup. Murray now tries to drive inside, but that's kicked away. But he'll rebound his own kick, I guess, where it went off the leg of one of the Spartans. And now we got a foul inside, a pushing foul, going to be called on Mike Clark. And once again, the Spartans have 7 fouls versus 4 for the Muskies. And going to the line is going to be C.J. Barkema in a 1-on-1. 5:58 left in this one. First one's on its way, and he just doesn't ever seem to miss those. Very, very pretty shot that he has. Again, 6'8" senior center. As they go for a second one, and that's good as well. Well, now 43-42 in favor of the Spartans. And a foul inside. Looks like Ben Barkema is going to be called for that one, pushing off. And that will bring them up to 5 fouls for the second half. And inside move to Heil, and it's blocked by Barkema, but recovered down there by Anthony, and they'll bring it back over the timeline. And look for an open person, but sees nobody there, and he's going to be fouled down low. Hamilton fouled by, it looks like, Ferrara. So the foul's now starting to even up a little bit as 7-6 in favor of the Spartans. I guess that's not really a favor, but they have one more than the rest. And that was almost, should have been called there, I think, a foul on Barkema as he came over the back of Heil, but no foul is called. They'll check that over Hamilton. As Doyle quickly gets it over to Stefanik. Stefanik inside to Heil. Heil with about an 18-footer. It's no good. Rebounded down low by Doyle. Oh my, the littlest guy on the court, and he gets the big offensive rebound. And the Spartans will set up once again. 5'11", he's a lot taller than I am, but it just seems so strange that you got 6'8" guys in there and the little guys get it. Nice hustle down there, nice tip away by Hamilton. Back out to the Spartans to try it again. And we're gonna have a timeout called by Coach Dua of the Spartans, and we'll be back after this. Well, we get set to go. 4:47 left into this contest. It's been everything that anybody could have asked for, as these two top-ranked teams have gone at it tooth and nail. And I tell you, it's been fun to call this one. Spartans with the ball as they work it around. Anthony with the ball gives it back over to Doyle. He gives it back out to Heil at the high post. They work it around to Hahn. And tipped away and went over the timeline, but once it's tipped by a defensive player, they can go back and bring it back over. So Hahn into the game, Heil at the high post, and they'll just work it around a little bit, try to get that best shot they possibly can. Shot almost caught there by Hamilton, thought better of it, and he gets it back out to Anthony. Anthony over to Hahn, back to Heil, and then to Doyle. And there was a set play there, and up and good by Tom Anthony. 20 points now for Tom Anthony. As they extended their lead again to 3 points over the Muskies. As Murray loses the ball, Doyle's going to pick it off. And another turnover, or steal, I should say, by Josh Doyle. And they can extend their lead to 5 or maybe 6 here on this try. And very important right now here down the stretch with 3:18 left in this one. And every point is important. Inside, nice spin move down low, and he's going to be hammered down there. Seth Hamilton. Looks like it'll be C.J. Barkema with the foul. Barkema's third foul is Ben Barkema. Well, we got a timeout, it looks like. And with 3:10 left, the Spartans lead it 45-42 over the Muskies. We'll be back for the conclusion of this one. As we get set to go here on the line for the last 3:10 of this exciting ball game, on the line is Seth Hamilton, the 6'5" senior forward, currently with 9 points. That will be his 10th. And you'll get one more try as they extend it by 4 points. That's the largest lead that the Spartans have had all evening long. Make that 5. As Murray brings it over the timeline, and we're underneath 3 minutes. Oh, picked off, and it is by Doyle as he comes over the timeline. He's going to slow it down. They are going to take as much time off the clock. Now I think Coach Dua would have called, just take your time and take all those precious seconds off that you can off of that timeline, as they are working the ball rather well. They'll look for the wide open shot if they can get it. Otherwise, they'll just keep passing it and dribbling it around. So kind of watch. They've taken off 20 seconds already as they come over the timeline. And the officials, you can see his arm waving, and he counts 5 seconds. If a player does not make a move after that, then it's a turnover. So they do have to constantly move the ball around. As a steal tried there by Murray, but Doyle too quick. And now a foul's going to be called on Murray, and going to line shooting the bonus will be Josh Doyle, the 5'11" sophomore guard. And probably a good thing indeed, because they were really working that ball rather well, and they might have just taken all the ticks off the clock. And now a timeout is called, and we'll take another quick one as well. Be back with you. Well, as you can tell, the crowd is really into the band's playing. And Josh Doyle comes to the line, shooting probably the most crucial 2 points of his entire basketball career right now, as they can extend it to 7 points if he makes both. Cool, calm, and collected. That's Josh Doyle as he puts in the first one. He's a sophomore, but he plays like he's a senior. Second one on its way. That's good as well as the extender lead by 7. And now all of a sudden it's on the Muskies to come back fast and furious, but still plenty of time with 2 minutes left as Murray will try a 3. That's short. And rebounded by Doyle as Doyle is all of a sudden come on fire with steals and rebounds and free throw points, and you name it, he's done it all here in his. Oh, there he loses. I said too much good about him, and just got a little out of control with the body as Barkable try a 3. That's no good, and rebounded down low and fouled by Ferrara. And going to the line, it looked like it's going to be Seth Hamilton. So Ferrara with a quick foul, and his third foul with 1:42 left, as indeed it is Seth Hamilton going to the line. Has 11 points right now, looking for 12 and number 13. First one's on its way, up and back and off the rim, and it's in there. He wasn't real positive it was going to go down, but the ball says, oh yeah, no problem, I'll just bounce around a little bit. Just make everybody bite their lip just a tad bit. The second one's always a little bit easier to throw up there than the first one. The second one's good as well. Seth Hamilton making those crucial free throws towards the end here, and now a 9-point lead for the Spartans. As Barkable try a, wow, a 25-footer, and he'll get that 3 down. Ben Barkable. As they'll cut it down to a 6-point lead, as they are all over Doyle, and somebody's going to be called inside there. I didn't quite see who they're going to call it on. And they will call it on Alex Sheffield. So Doyle goes to the line once again. He sets and on its way off the backboard and in. So he'll get one more. And the extender lead once again to 7 points. He can make it 8 if he puts this one down. And it's on its way, and that's good as well. So Josh Doyle with 12 points. Another timeout call. We'll take a quick one as well. Be back with you. As we get set to go for the final 113 of this one, Spartans leading at 53-45, 8-point lead, and well, anything can happen. Murray is going to have to be in a hurry now as they are down by that many, and no time to waste. They're going to have to put him up in a hurry, but they got to guard against making a lot of fouls. He'll drive the inside and up and in for an easy 2. And another timeout is called. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one and be right back. As we get set to go, 1:01 left. And the ball will be taken out by the Spartans as a press is being put on by the Muskies. Doyle gets it into Doyle. He'll be double teamed. And you'll have to hurry just a little bit as it comes over to Anthony. Anthony gets it over to the timeline, no problem. He gets it over to Stefanik as he's double teamed down there. He calls a timeout. Smart play by that young man. And that's a 30-second, I would believe, but we'll take another quick one. Be back with the last 50 seconds. 50 seconds left in this one, 53-47 in favor of the Spartans. As they try to inbound it and way down deep, it comes into Heil. Almost picked up by Barkema, and then he is fouled. It looks like, well, I don't have that young man's name there, so we'll have to find out who that was. That's Jason Boucher, number 35. As going to line be Eric Heil. First one underway, and it's good. Extends their lead. All these are so crucial. 54-47 now in favor of the Spartans as Boucher comes out. Coming back in is Ben Barkema. So Eric Heil may be on the line for the last time this evening, and he gets that one down as well. And back up to an 8-point lead for the Spartans with 43 seconds left. As I tell you, there's a lot of three-point shooters down here. All Heil has to do not foul down inside as Barkema try to get his own rebound. It does come down inside to Ferreira, but that's no good. And comes down inside again and up and in by Sheffield. And Coach Youngbauer take another timeout. We'll take another one as well with 24.9 seconds left. Press is going to be put on once again as Anthony will try to get it inbound to anyone and everyone if he can. Comes into Heil and he's fouled immediately by CJ Barkema. And so down at the other end will go. And Eric Heil once again will go to the foul line. Barkema with his fourth foul, so he cannot afford to make any more and still be effective in this game, even though there is only 23 seconds left. Heil, first one's underway. It is missed. So we'll remain at 55-49, 6-point lead, not much, with 23 seconds left. Second one on its way and in and out. So Barkermeyer comes down with the rebound, and quickly over the timeline comes Murray. He'll try a three right from there. That's no good. Rebounded by Heil down low, and Barkermeyer will follow him, and he'll foul out of the game. "14 seconds left, and C.J. Barkermeyer with a whale of a game. I'll tell you what, he's a good one. 12 points in this contest for the senior. And feeling pretty bad about it, I'm sure, but he had a great game, and they were yelling overrated, but not overrated at all. He has certainly proved he's one of the stars in Iowa basketball, and going to the University of Iowa next year on a football scholarship, the 6'8", 230-pound tight end. But right now on the line is Eric Heil shooting 2. First one is good. As they're in the super bonus, 56-49 now, 7-point lead with 14.8 ticks left in this one. And it's a shame for either of these teams to lose this one. It's really hard-fought game. It's been an exciting one to watch, and it's been a lot of fun calling it. Eric Heil with the second one underway. It's good also. Murray will come down, and they'll get it back. A 3 try, but blocked there. Anthony with a block, and he'll hustle down court. He's going to get her up, and misses the bunny. Doyle tries to get it, and that's blocked away. And last touch by Doyle. It'll go over to the Muskies. 3 seconds left in this one with a 57-49, and that'll do it. And what a game it is. Final score in this one. Well, before we get to that, we got to pick most valuable players out for the Muscatine Muskies. It's going to be Nick Ferreira, the senior 6'3" forward. He had 14 points in this one. He was all over the court with blocks and everything else. So most valuable player goes to Nick Ferreira. For the Pleasant Valley Spartans, well, I'll tell you what, so many people contributed to this one. We're going to give most valuable player to the whole team, including the camera guy up here, because he does an excellent job as well. Worth treasure. So the final score finally is going to be the Pleasant Valley Spartans 57, the Muscatine Muskies 49. That'll do it here at the Pleasant Valley Gym, as we were sponsored tonight by Internet Revealed. We've had a lot of fun. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you again next time on the FTP Sports Network. This is Jim the Legend. So long.